doing better for yourself and stop making excuses. A lot of you make so many excuses. Oh, I can't do it. It's too much for me. Oh, I cannot understand what to do. Listen to me. If you want to do better for yourself, you would do better. Some of you need to understand that some of you need to forgive yourself in order to move forward with your life. How can you move forward and you have so much pain and you're so confused and you're worrying about your mistakes? You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself. How can you move forward? How can God take you to the next level and you still got scars and you still got pain and you still confused with your life? You have to be willing to do better for yourself. Stop making excuses and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I got to do better. I'm tired of messing up. I'm tired of making excuses. I'm tired of lying. I'm tired of stealing. I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over. Something in you, listen to me, something in you have to sacrifice. If you want to see yourself do better, you got to make some changes in you. Ain't no, oh, I'm mad at myself. I hate myself. I don't know why I keep doing this. Something in you gotta, listen to me, something in you gotta stop. I'm being honest with you. I'm talking to y'all for real today. Something in you have to stop. If you want to see yourself do better, you got to make some changes. You got to make some sacrifice. Oh, I hate myself. I don't love myself because I feel like, oh, I keep making the same mistakes. If the only way you can stop making the same mistakes, you have to make some changes in your life. You have to make some changes in your life. You the one. I can encourage y'all all day long, but you have to make some changes in your life. Whoever in your life is affecting you, leave them alone. I can't be around you anymore because I don't see that you're helping me. I don't see that you being my friend. Anytime that you have friends in your life that's telling you to do things wrong, those people are not for you at all. Anytime you got friends in your life that is telling you, come on, girl, come smoke. Come on, girl, go ahead, have sex. Go on, do your thing. You got to know the difference. And that's why it's important to know God's voice. I'm going to go a little deeper with y'all because I need y'all to catch on. You have to understand God's voice. If you hearing that voice that says, girl, go ahead and do wrong and do all this, that's the devil. The devil gonna tell you, listen to me, the devil is here to steal, kill, and destroy. So whatever he gonna do, he gonna try to do whatever he can to distract your mind from paying attention to what God has for you in your future. Some of you need to understand, I don't have time to play. I don't have time to allow the devil to steal my joy. I came too far to give up. I came too far to go back. Some of y'all came too far. You going back, you making the same mistakes you did 3 years ago. Why? I'm being honest with you. Why are you making the same mistakes over and over? Because you allow the devil to come in your life. You allow the devil to steal your joy. You got to know the devil when you see him. If you don't see the devil coming knocking on your door, you better wake up. Listen to me. Hi. You know I love you. You know I care for you. Come on. Just kiss me. That's what, listen to me. This is for real. I'm being honest with you. The devil will do whatever he can so you can take your drawers off. The devil will do whatever he can to get whatever belongs to you. Whatever belongs to you, he won it. Because listen to me, you belong to God. Listen to me, you was working on your Christian life. You was working on your walk with God. But all of a sudden you fell into sin. You fell into sin. Let me tell you this. Even though you have fall, you need to get back up and say, Lord, please forgive me. I don't care what you have done. I don't care if you have stole. Listen to me. I'm being honest with you. I don't care what you have done because I want you to understand God can forgive you. You understand what I'm saying? God can forgive anybody. Doesn't matter if you have stolen, if you have robbed, if you did whatever. God is a forgiving God. God can forgive anybody. Because listen to me, I'm not perfect myself. I have made some mistakes. I have did some things in my life, but I went to God and I said, God, forgive me. Sometimes, listen to me. Sometimes y'all got to do this. Listen to me, I'm going to help somebody today. Sometimes you got to do this. You got to get on your knees. Listen to me. You think you too big for God. You're not bigger than God. Okay? You stink. We all stink. I stink too. And I'm being honest with you. This is not no joke. I'm being honest with you. I stink. You stink. We all stink. But we need to know this is where we need to be. Where is this? We need to bow down and pray and say, Lord, I need your help. You got to stop blaming yourself. Listen to me. You got to stop blaming yourself because your mother had a baby out of wedlock. So now you having kids out of wedlock. You can break the cycle of your mother. Listen to me. I'm being honest with y'all. I don't care how many babies your mother had out of wedlock. You don't have to follow her footsteps. A lot of people say, oh, my mother had a baby. My father had a baby at a young age. Let me tell you this. You can break that cycle. You don't have to do what your mother did. You can do better. You understand? You can do better than that. All you have to do is say, Lord, give me the strength. And God will help you. God will help you. All I'm saying to you is do better. You can do better. And say, Lord, I need help. I need help. You have to understand that God wants you to change your heart. Before you get delivered, I'm going to be honest with you. And this is what happened to me. Before I got saved, before I went to God, I had to change my heart. My heart was hurt. My heart was broken. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had a problem of forgiving people. Listen to me. When somebody hurt me, I ain't talking to you. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'm about to tell y'all something. Because this is where some of y'all at. Some of y'all have a problem with forgiving people. I used to struggle with that long time ago. I'm talking about a long time ago. I had a problem with forgiving people. My mother made me mad. I ain't talking to you. My father made me mad. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Hold on one second. I'm going to tell you something. You got to learn how to forgive yourself. If you want God to help you to be delivered, you have to learn how to forgive you. That little girl that you look at in the mirror, some of y'all are grown women, but you see that little girl that's hurt. Come on now. You see that little girl that went through abuse, that was molested. Listen to me, I'm talking to you. You see that little girl that was hiding scars and hiding things because, listen to me, because you went through so much stuff in your life. But I'm going to tell you something. You have to let go. In order to grow with God, you have to learn how to forgive and let go and say, Lord, help me to forgive this person that hurt me. Lord, help me to forgive this person that damaged me, that damaged my childhood. Listen to me. You have to learn how to forgive. In order to get the victory, you have to learn how to forgive. You hear so many people's story. You have to learn how to walk in a new you. The only way you can walk in a new you, you have to forgive that person that hurt you. You have to learn how to forgive that person that damaged you. You know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all was touched. Some of y'all was rape. Some of y'all went through some things in your life and you have to let that stuff go. I know it's hard. I heard so many stories in middle school, high school. I had friends that went through it. And I'm telling you, I had to tell them the same thing. In order for you to move forward, you have to forgive that person. I looked at this girl in her eyes, and she was in my same class. I looked at her in her eyes, and I hugged her. I said, you have to learn how to forgive. You have to learn how to forgive this person that hurt you. And I told her, if you forgive this person, you can move on with your life. Some of y'all can't move forward because you're still holding that hole in your heart of what that person did to you. They abused me, they touched me, they had raped me, they had did all this stuff to me. So that's why I can't forgive. That's why I can't fall in love. That's why nobody would never like me, because I still have this hole in my heart. That what my father did to me, what my mother did to me, what my grandmother did to me, what this person spoke over my life. You have to learn how to forgive. I'm telling y'all the truth. Why I'm where I'm at today, because I forgave. And I'm gonna tell you, I had some family members that told me I was stupid, that told me I was retarded, told me I wasn't gonna be nothing. But you think I let that get to me? I used what everything that they said to me. Everything that they said, I wasn't gonna do. Everything that they said to me, I was dumb, I was stupid, I was retarded, all this stuff they spoke over my life. I said I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I had to pour into myself, even though my family, put me down. You hear me? You got to learn how to encourage yourself. Stop waiting on mommy and daddy to give you a kiss. Stop waiting on mommy and daddy to give you that pat, that pat on the back. You don't need no pat on your back. All you need is the push from God, and you good. Seek the Lord day and night and watch how your life change. I'm telling you, I began to seek the Lord day and night, and God heard my cry. When he heard my cry, let me tell you, when God heard my cry, he answered me. And he told me, he said, run for your life and don't look back. I'm telling you, everyone that spoke over me, they can't even believe where I'm at in my life. That's why you gotta watch what you say to people, because you never know who you may need help from. But you want to say somebody retarded, but you want to tell somebody they dumb. You want to tell somebody that they don't know nothing. You better watch who you put your mouth on, because you never know who you may need before you leave this earth. You hear me? I'm telling you the truth. You got to watch what you speak on people. I'm telling y'all, I felt so much people that were speaking over me when I was young. And I always had, let me tell you, God gave me dreams and visions. I used to hear people's voices speaking. And I used to say, Lord, what is this stuff that I'm hearing? When you get saved, you begin to hear, let me tell you this, you begin to hear God's voice so clear, and God will tell you, it's your family. It's your friends that you need to stay away from. It's some people that you need to stay away from. When God was telling me my family was talking about me, I said, my family, the people I love? And half of the people was from my father's side. My father's side was talking about me so bad. And I said, oh my gosh, these are the people I'm around all the time. My aunties, my uncles. And these are the ones that was putting, cursing all this stuff over my life, putting me down and talking about me like I wasn't nobody. I'm telling you, when you get saved, God begin to reveal things to you about your own family. Let me tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all can relate to what I'm saying. Once you get saved, God will reveal your family to you first. That's why I tell people, don't be worrying about what family say, because as you get closer to your victory, family gonna be jealous because they mad. They mad because you listen to me. The old person that I used to be, I would never forgive you, the old me. But I thank God for allowing me to forgive and move forward, because the only way for me to look at you in your face, I had to forgive you. Some of my aunts and uncles that I looked at, I'm like, wow, I'm shocked, because you tell me that you love me, but you talking about me. You tell me that you love me, and you say I'm dumb and I'm stupid. That's why some of y'all have to watch who you talk to. I don't care if you close to your auntie and uncle. Sometimes you got to pull away from certain people. Sometimes you need people outside. When I say outside, find outside family and outside friends. When I had grew up in high school, I just let me tell you, my teacher, this older lady, she was my teacher. And she looked at me like her own daughter. And she told me, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna teach you how to read. I'm gonna teach you. And you're gonna graduate high school. She stood by me. I had problems in school with reading. And you understand what I'm saying? I had problems with reading. Sometimes in church I had to read the Bible, and sometimes I would stutter reading. And this lady, I never forget. And she's still here, she's still alive. And she told me, she said, I'm gonna teach you how to read. Ever since she taught me how to read, I haven't stuttered in a long time. All I'm saying to you is when you put God first and you walk in the way that He wants you to walk, you wouldn't even be making no more mistakes and all this stuff in your life. Y'all gotta stop being around people that is pulling you down straight to hell. You got people in your life that tell you they love you and then they stabbing you in your back the next day. That's why it's important. Listen to me, I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. That's why it's important for you to pray. You have to make sure that you push prayer in your life day and night. Even if you praying 3 times a day, pray. Make sure you're praying in the morning. Make sure you listen, pray in the morning at 5. Pray in the morning at 5. Pray early in the morning at 12 if you can. And watch, look, if you can pray at 12 a.m., 12 p.m., and you'll see what God do for you. I'm telling you, y'all gotta start praying around the clock. Start praying. Pray at 5 a.m. Pray at 12 p.m. And pray before you go to bed and watch what God do for you. But I'm telling you, if you want God to do things in your life, you gotta learn how to forgive people. I had to learn how to forgive my aunts and uncles. I had to learn how to forgive people that hurt me. And it was hard because I told God before I got saved, I said, God, you want me to forgive this person? I'm yelling at God. And God trying to help me, but I'm yelling at him. I'm frustrated because I'm like, God, how can I forgive them? And they told me they was going to kill me. And they told me that they hate me. And they told me I'm crying out to God. I'm like, God, I'm pouring out my heart to you. And you telling me, all I kept hearing God say, forgive them. If you forgive them, Ashley, everything in your life would change. Everything in you will be new. But I need you to forgive them. I can't do nothing with you until you forgive. Until you forgive. And I kept telling God, it's hard. He said, I know it's hard, but it's going to be a new step in your life. Y'all don't understand where your breakthrough is at. Your breakthrough is at when you forgive. Once you forgive your mother, once you forgive your father, once you forgive that person that damaged you, that's when your breakthrough began. God began to reveal, and He began to open that open door that you couldn't even get through. But He needed you to forgive. Once you forgive that person, I promise you, you'll see the new door that God has for your life. You have to forgive because it's all in your breakthrough. It's all in your breakthrough because once you forgive, God is going to give you the victory. I'm telling you, that was one of the hardest things that I ever did. I'm telling y'all, when somebody told me that they was going to kill me, and I was like, God, you want me to forgive this person? And God said, look, you got to forgive them. And I had to look at this person. Yeah, you hear what I'm saying? I had to look at them. And I told the person, I said, I forgive you. I forgive what you said to me. I looked at them in their eyes. I said, I forgive you. Even though you said what you said out of anger. I looked at them in their face and I said, I forgive you. You don't understand. Listen to me, y'all. You're not going to understand why the devil want to kill you. You're not going to understand why the devil is doing what they want to do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they jealous. When you have an assignment on your life to do God's will, the devil going to do whatever he can to block your blessing. He's going to do whatever he can to destroy you. And that's why you need to stay prayed up. All you got to do is stay prayed up. Look, I'm putting God first. I'm tired of making mistakes. I'm tired of making excuses. I'm going to just serve God. I'm going to put him first. You want to walk new in God. You don't want to keep on walking the same walk of mistake, of all this confusion. Stop making the same excuses and change. You can change. Stop laying down with that man. Stop laying down with that woman. Stop doing things that you know what you ain't supposed to be doing. Pray. Lord, I want to get married one day. I pray, Father, that you send me a husband. I pray, Father, that you send me a wife. You praying for a wife. You praying for a husband. All you got to do is put it in the hands of the Lord and let God deal with it. But some of y'all out here rushing. You know what? God, you taking too long. So you know what? I'm going to sleep with this man right here. I'm going to sleep with this woman right here because you taking too long. Stop rushing God and take your time. You so pressed. You so pressed to let somebody between your legs. And now you dealing with HIV. Now you dealing with AIDS. All you have to do is wait on God. All you got to do is wait. Wait on him. Let me tell y'all what I did when I was in my waiting season. When I was in my waiting season and I was praying and asking God for a husband, I was praying and I was seeking. I was praying and crying out to God. This was the time when my husband was on life support. And listen, we was boyfriend and girlfriend. We was boyfriend and girlfriend. And he told me, he said, Ashley, I'm getting ready to get surgery. He had to get heart and lung surgery. And I would pray and fast for him. And I say, Lord, please be with him doing this surgery. I'm praying, I'm crying out. Then I'm dealing with my kids. And I'm crying and I'm fasting. And I'm like, Lord, I need you to help me. I need you to give me the strength. All I kept saying to God is, let him live. Bring him back. Allow him to see what you have for him. This is real. This ain't no fake. When you begin to pray for other people, you begin to put them before yourself. See, some of y'all don't know the power of prayer. You pray so much for yourself. If you want God to deliver you, you got to learn how to pray for other people. I was praying more for him than I was praying for myself. I was, listen to me, weeping day and night. Lord, save him, deliver him. When he came out that surgery, all he kept talking about was Jesus. And that's what I wanted. When I first met my baby father, back then, he ain't want to hear nothing about no Jesus. He ain't want to hear nothing about no God. Yeah, I hear what you saying. Yeah. Yeah, I hear. He ain't care about all that. Now, he into that Bible. And I love it. I love the new him. Because he teaching me stuff. I'm teaching him stuff. He taught me how to save money, y'all. He taught me how to save. I was talking to him yesterday. I said, man, you taught me how to save money. See, when I get money, sometimes, this was when I was a little younger, in my early 20s, I used to spend it. But as I grow and I mature, I'm like, look, I gotta save. I gotta save more money. As you get older, you want to save more because you want a car, you want a house, you want certain things in your life. You got to put money away. You don't want to be spending money. You gotta learn how to save. Some of y'all grown and you still spending your money like it's no more tomorrow. You gotta save. All I'm saying to you is this: do your part. If you love that man, if you love that woman, that you would pray for them and ask God. Say, Lord, is this my husband that you put me with? Just because that's your baby father does not mean that that's the person that you're supposed to be with. Did you hear what I said? Some of y'all think, oh, that's the child. That's the father of my child. No, let me tell you this. You can do better than that. Some of y'all can do better than that. You see he not showing up, he not paying child support, He don't call. And some of them don't call. Oh, here you go. Here go $500 for baby. All right, bye. Talk to you later. Don't even call and check on a child. I deal with it right now with my daughter father. Don't call her. Don't do nothing. I deal with it. You hear me? I deal with it. So I'm telling you, you gotta learn how to pray for your enemies. I deal with it. And I'm telling y'all, my life ain't perfect. I deal with some of the things that y'all going through. But I pray for my enemies. I ain't gonna fight with you. I pray for you. I pray that God deliver your mind from hell. Every time you try to say something disrespectful, I'm praying for your mouth. I'm praying that God deliver your mouth. Because every time you say something mean to me, God gonna turn it around and work it out for my good. You gotta learn how to stop trying to fight with people. Lord, I'm gonna just let you deal with them. I'm gonna let you deal with them. Because I can do all things through Christ, which give me strength. You can try to speak over me. You can try to pull me down. But God said he will be with me to the end. You got to learn how to quote your Bible. You better learn how to read your Bible. But you worry about that man. I don't care what he talking about. Listen, I've been dealing with stuff like that years ago. They'd say, girl, I'm going to marry you. I ain't going to, listen. Some of y'all ladies are easy. And I'm going to be honest with you. Some of y'all are easy. You got to learn how to shut your legs. And I'm being honest with you. I got to be honest with you. And I got to tell you the truth. You got to learn how to close your legs. If you want God to bless you with a husband, it's okay to be celibate. It's okay to understand that, okay, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I need to humble myself. Don't wait until you get pregnant and wait until something happened real bad. That's when you want to give your life to the Lord. Give your life to the Lord now. You going to wait until you get pregnant. You going to wait until the boy get you HIV and then you going to turn to God? What the world going on with you? Even the pastor trying to figure out. Now you want to run to God when you're dealing with a disease. Now you want to run to God because you don't know who to run to anymore. Run to God and stay with him. Don't wait until something happens and then run to God. God, I need you because I got HIV. Lord, I need you. I'm dealing with this disease. It's not funny. But you want to pray and say, Lord, I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman. You want to be that Proverbs 31 woman. But you ain't living right. You can't hide behind a Bible verse. You got to be what God wants you to be. You got to walk in it. Lord, I want to be the Proverbs 31 woman. Lord, please make me the Proverbs 31 woman. I want to be a wife. I want to take care of my kids. I want to do all this with my kids. You want to do all this with your kids. And you still out here humping and grumping around. You still out here selling your body. And you want God to work with you. You got to stop making excuses. You got to learn how to stand up in your mess and say, Lord, I need you to work with me. That's what I did. Listen to me. I was having sex. I'm being honest with you. I was having sex and the Lord told me to get off the person. God told me to get off the person. I ran to the bathroom. I cried. And God helped me right there. So I've been having sex with them. As of today, that's it. I cried like a baby. I said, God, save me. Save me. Because I said, if I keep running this way, Lord, I know I'm going to die in my sin. If I kept doing what my flesh wanted me to do, I'd be dead. And I'm telling y'all the truth. If you keep doing what your flesh wants you to do, you'll be dead. You ain't coming back. That's why it's important to stop playing with sin. When you putting your hands on 30 things and you putting your hands on things that you shouldn't be touching, you got to stop playing with your life. You keep smoking, you keep drinking, you keep having sex, and God telling you over and over, stop doing it. But you think it, Lord, I'm going to do what I want to do. Ooh, you the smart one, ain't you? You smart, ain't you? Oh, you can do what you want to do, right? So I'm going to put you behind bars. I'm going to put you in that hospital room. I'm going to put you on a hospital bed. Oh, God know how to get our attention. Let me tell you, God dealt with me. Sometimes I was in the house by myself. I was in the house by myself with my babies, crying. But listen, I had to teach my children. I taught my children how to pray for me. I told my son, I said, look, my son was 4 years old. I said, son, I need you to pour into me. Listen to me, y'all. This is the greatest gift you can tell your children. Listen to me. I told my children, I need y'all to pray for me. Because sometimes can't pray for myself. Told my son at the age of 4. When we was in the shelter, I said, son, I need you to pray for me. I need you to pray for me. He looked at me, he said, Mom, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. But sometimes I need you to pray for me because sometimes I can't pray for myself. Sometimes, listen to me, this is the time, listen to me, y'all. This is the time where you need to talk to your children and tell them, I need you to pray for me. And that's why I call my kids, I call them prayer warriors. Because when I couldn't pray for myself, my kids prayed for me. When I couldn't do nothing for myself, my kids did it. I'm telling y'all, my son would pray for, he would pray for my feet so I can keep on moving. You talking about your kids praying for you. Y'all better teach y'all kids how to pray for you. Because sometimes you ain't going to be able to get up. You ain't going to be able to do things. Teach your children how to pray for you. They prayer will save your life. Your children prayer will save your life. Teach your children how to pray. Teach your children how to fast. Teach your children what they need to know. You teaching your kids all these video games and teach your kids all this. You can teach them all this about having sex. It ain't even teaching them about the truth of life. Some of you should be ashamed of yourself. You should. You should be ashamed of yourself. You listen to me. You didn't fail as a parent. You made some mistakes. You made some sorry mistakes, some sorry excuses. You got to get up and stop it. You have to pray and say, Lord, forgive me. We all need Jesus. You understand? We all need Jesus, and it's okay. You understand? It's okay that you made some mistakes. You made some excuses, but you got to get up and do better. You got to learn how to forgive yourself, forgive others, and understand that people going to talk about you. And your enemies, what you can do for them is pray for them. Don't keep on arguing with them. Pray for your enemies. Let me tell you this. Let the devils see you. Let the devils see you and watch. When they see you, they be surprised. They think that you going to fight back with them. No, I ain't going to fight back with you. I'm going to pray for you. You can talk about me. You can hate me. You can say whatever you want to say about me. But guess what? I'm going to still pray for you. I'm going to still ask God to change your life. I'm still going to ask God to fix you. Because listen to me, it's not you. It's a demon in you that is operating. Some of y'all don't even understand that some of y'all are dealing with demons. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you can't eat. That's why you can't do certain things, because you're operating by a demon. That's why you gotta watch what you do, because when you doing anything, you encourage spirits. When you're not doing God's will, you get a spirit over you. That's why you need to pray. It's important to pray. You're a Christian. You ain't praying. You ain't fasting. What's wrong with you? You need to pray. You need to pray. Pray more and say, Lord, let your will be done. You need to pray more because the devil is busy. You have to pray and say, Lord, restore me. Lord, I need you to pour into me. Lord, I made some mistakes and I need your help. All I'm saying to y'all is get yourself together. Get yourself together. Stop making excuses. If you want to see yourself do better, do better. If you want to see yourself grow, you have to be willing to put one foot in front of the other. Nobody can't tell you nothing, right? Because I know some of y'all are smart on here. Nobody can't tell you nothing, so you prove them wrong. You can't tell me nothing, so prove them wrong and do better. You don't have to turn out like your mother. You don't have to turn out like your father. You can do better than what they did. Stop walking in curses and mistakes and do what you need to do. You have to do better. The flesh, a lot of people allow their flesh to take over. When I say flesh, I'm talking about we allow our feelings to evolve. Let me tell you this. I tell you my past. Back then, when I was in a relationship, you fall in love and you're kissing and all of that stuff. Let me tell you this. You got to be careful. All that stuff starts with a kiss. And I'm being honest with you. You got to learn how to control your flesh, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, you in a relationship with a man, you're in a relationship with a woman. And I want to talk about the man. She give you a kiss on your lips, whatever. Next thing you know, you getting all too close. You got to learn how to calm yourself down, your flesh. Because listen, a man kiss you, you ready to go. Let's be honest. Same with the one with you ready to jump in that bed. I'm being honest with you. Cause look, I know I'm kissing. Listen, I'm being honest. You a woman, you getting all hot. Okay? All I'm saying to you, you gotta learn how to calm down. Because let me tell you this, the devil know how to trick you too. Ooh, let me tell you, this how the devil gets some of us. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You can be at the mall. You can be at an eating area. And the next thing you know, you see a woman walk down the street with some tight jeans on. Or you see a man walking, in a mall with some sweatpants on. Oh my goodness, he's so fine. And next thing you doing, you looking between his legs. Let's be honest. All I'm saying to you is this. You have to learn how to control yourself. Because sometimes what we think that is good for us is not good for us. Sometimes what we think that is good is not good. And it can kill us because ooh, she's so fine. He's so handsome. Ooh, I just can't wait to see him. And what you're looking for is not there. But your eyes is tricking you. Listen to me. Your eyes is tricking you. She's so fine. And guess what? She got all this stuff on her to hide who she really is. She got this waist train on. You understand? She got fake boobs and all this stuff. But you thought that was good for you, huh? What you see with your eyes is not what you think. People can hide who they really are behind their character. All I'm saying to you is learn how to control yourself. What you think is good for you is not. It's not. You need to just pray and say, Lord, I want to be married one day, but I pray that you send me the right person. Stop looking at the flesh and look at the heart of people. That's the problem with us today. We look at the body. We looking at all that other stuff. You gotta look at people's heart. When I fell in love with my baby father, which is Andrew's father, I looked at his heart. Never looked at his body and all that other stuff. I fell in love with him. Then fall in love with the flesh and all of that other stuff. I love him. And I told him, I said, I'm going to help you to do better. I said, I know you don't believe in God. I said, I know you don't know who God is, but I'm going to help you. I looked at him in his face. I said, you gonna have a relationship with God. Because you have to, if you love somebody, listen to me. I'm going to get a little closer with y'all. If you love somebody, you want the best for them. If you care for them so much, you want them to change. You can't allow the flesh. I don't care what nobody tell you. I'm not going to keep on doing wrong because I want us to do better. Let me tell you this. You got to learn how to let God do what he need to do. If it's meant to be, it's going to come back together. If it's not, God won't let you go your separate ways. You got to listen, if you're in a relationship right now and you've been dating that guy for 5 years and you've been dating that woman for about 4, you pray. This is how you know if that person is for you. Lord, if this is your will, show me. If this is my wife, if this is my husband, you show me. And God will show you if that person is for you. God ain't gonna put you with a fool. I told you, when you in sin, you'll fall for anything. But if you in the will of God, God will put you with the right person. He ain't gonna put you with somebody and you confused, you sleeping and you feeling like they gonna kill you and all this stupid stuff. That's the devil. If you feel like that person ain't for you. When you with God, you ain't gotta worry about all that. That's why it's important to pray. You to be praying with your husband, praying with your wife. Like I said, everything that you look at now is sometimes it ain't for you. She walking in the mall, got her behind out, and you think that's your wife. God ain't gonna let your wife disrespect you. God ain't gonna let your husband disrespect you. If she can show her body parts to everybody, and you think you think that's your wife, let's be honest, that is not your wife. She barely got clothes on, and God tell you, God told me that's my wife. God told me that's my husband right there. You need to stop lying and stop playing. Get yourself together and stop worrying about that flesh. Learn how to control yourself. Some of y'all need to pray. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm telling you. I went celibate 2 years and a half. I prayed. I got me some praying oil. Let me tell you, I put that praying oil on my stomach. I said, Lord, help me. Help me, Jesus. And God help me. I'm telling y'all the truth. You want God to help you, you gotta pray over your body. And all that stuff that you're going through, that flesh issue, God will help you. He will keep you. God will keep you. I'm telling you, some of y'all, you too fast. Ooh, he's so fine. You're so ready to jump on him. The day you jump on him, the day you be dead. Gotta be careful. You gotta learn how to control yourself. Stop falling in love what's between their legs and learn how to fall in love with the heart. You gotta learn how to understand that woman, understand how to talk to people. See, you so used to falling in love with what's between people's legs. That's not it. You gotta learn how to communicate with people, talk to people, communicate. Fall in love with their heart and not what's down there. Y'all gotta do better than that. And ask God. That's why we communicate with God. God, is this person for me? Is this the person that you put me with? And if the God don't give you an answer, that ain't it. Ain't no, Lord, I'm trying to talk to you. Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? Is this woman for me? Is this man for me? I mean, come on, Lord. You told me to cry out and pray to you. You said you answer me. If God don't give you a response, he telling you right there, that person ain't for you. That person ain't for you. I'm telling y'all, I will never forget the day that I went to the mall with this person. This person bought me a ring. And my hand kept breaking out. And the Lord He told me, take that ring off. He said, take that ring off. That is not your husband, Ashley. Ever since I've been married to my husband, I haven't had no problem with this ring. Haven't had no problem at all. Finger never broke out. And look, I am expecting, so my finger getting fat. So Eventually, I'm gonna have to start wearing this because my finger is swollen up a little bit because the baby is getting big. But all I'm saying to you is this: you know who right for you, and you know who not. When you pray and you put God first, God will tell you. Okay? So I just want to say to you, you be encouraged. Keep praying. Stay in the will of God. Keep God first. And if you want to know if that person for you, I'm going to tell you what my pastor told me when I was in sin and when I was doing wrong and then when I was confused. I'm being honest with y'all. I was where was at. When I was going through all of that, my pastor looked at me in my eyes and he told me, he said, "You want to know if that person right for you, Ashley?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, ask God." I never forget. I got on my knees and started praying and talking to God. I said, "God, is this person for me?" And God told me. The response that God gave me, I was surprised. I was surprised. The things, let me tell you, when I begin to pray and I begin to ask God, show me if this person is for me, the truth came out. Anytime somebody will tell you they want to kill you, anytime somebody tell you they want bad and all this stuff for you, you don't need to be with nobody like that. I'm telling you, some of you ladies, you got to wake up. It's not about sex. It's not about the fornication. It's about you want to be with somebody that love you for who you are. You want to be with somebody that care for you. You don't want to be tied down with somebody that talking about they gonna hit you and all this stuff. You dealing with domestic violence, then you trying to go to family events, then you putting makeup on your face. You don't have to hide your beauty. What the world you wearing makeup for? You got to learn how to love yourself. You got to learn how to love yourself first. I know you want to be with somebody. I know you want to be tied down. But let me tell you this, you got to learn how to put God where that pain is at. Where that pain is at, I got to put God there. Before God gave me a husband, I had to heal. Because if I would have rushed into another relationship, I would have been destroyed. You got to learn how to let God heal you. I can't be in another relationship if I'm still dealing with pain and anger and confusion and mess. How can you be in another relationship with somebody and you dealing with pain? You got to learn how to heal from them scars, the marks. That hole in your heart got to be healed. That's why God say pray day and night. Sometimes you got to pull out your heart. Lord, I need you to help me. I know I messed up, Lord, but I need you to forgive me. I know I'm not perfect. I know I messed up, Jesus. I'm being real with you. I poured out my heart to God. And I said, God, I'm sorry. God, forgive me for messing up. God, forgive me for having sex and I wasn't married. Lord, forgive me for messing up. I know I'm not perfect, but I ask, Father, that you help me to continue to walk in your will. Help me to do right. Help me to fast. Sometimes you got to fast. You want God to help you, you got to push that fast. I had my kids. Let me tell you this. My kids, listen, they knew. My son would say, Mom, where we at? I said, we at a shelter. I told my son. I told God I'm not gonna lie to my son. I'm not gonna lie to him. When I knew that God blessed me with a boy, I always had to be honest with him. I didn't care what situation I was in. I always was honest with my son. Always was honest. He was 4. We was in a shelter, and I said to him, I said, look, we in a shelter. I said, I know you're not happy, but I promise you. I looked at him in his face. I said, touch these keys. I gave him these keys. I said, son, we coming out this shelter. Trust me. I said, you trust me? He said, yeah, Mom, I trust you. I would not lie to y'all. 2 weeks, God gave me my place. I was gone. When I tell you I was gone, All I needed was my son to believe in me and my children believe in me, and I was gone. When a mother care about her kids, she gonna do whatever she gotta do for her children. If she gotta break her back, if she fall on her face, she gonna do whatever she gotta do for her kids. And I'm talking about in a positive way. She gonna apply and get a job. You hear me? She gonna save that money. She gonna keep on applying until she get that job. A mother gonna do what she gotta do for her kids. And that's what I did. I got my place, prayed over it. I slept on the floor a couple of nights. But I talked to my mom. I said, Mom, look, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need some furniture in here. I told her, I said, Mom, I need some furniture. I said, Mom, I need some furniture in here. I need you to help me. She said, all right. I went to a furniture place, put some furniture here, put a couch, put some beds, kitchen set, microwave, all that. My brothers helped me out. Let me tell you this. What God has for you is for you. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you're talking about. What God has for me is for me. What God has for you is for you. Everybody gonna be blessed. You may not be blessed today, but you're gonna be blessed one day. What God has for you, nobody can't touch it. Nobody can't put nothing on it because God have it assigned and he picked it out for you and he said it was for you. When God told me I'm getting a place, he said your name is on this place. I don't care if somebody else was applying. Let me tell you, when I was applying for this place, it was another girl named Ashley. The girl name was spelled just like mine. She had my whole name, y'all. I will never forget. She had my whole name. Her name was Ashley Blank Dobbs. And I said, what in the world? She had my whole name. She had my whole name. The middle name too. Can you believe it? She had the whole name, my whole name. And I said, Lord, you know I need this place. This place that I'm in is temporary. This is not the place that God has for me. But I knew that this is something temporary that God want me to sit at for a minute. God will place you where he wants you to be for a minute, for years, maybe for a month. But God told me this is not the place that he had for me. This is something just temporary. God has something better for you that is coming, but you got to learn how to humble yourself and stop making all these excuses. You know that you need God. Good morning, welcome, welcome. Please thumbs up the live if you can. Welcome, welcome. God bless you. Thank you, thank you. I'm telling you, some of y'all have to learn how to pray and fast and wait on God. Stop rushing. Stop rushing. Pray more, fast more, seek more. Whatever you want God to do, you pray to him. Not pray to no man, pray to God. Your savior, your provider, your way maker. Pray to him. You can't be praying to no man. I'm talking about these, listen, you praying to all these, you praying to your boyfriend and all this stuff. You better pray to God. That man don't care about you. You've been, listen to me, you been fall out. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. What you think? Call an ambulance, duh. You got to tell them what to do. You on the ground, fall out. I'm telling you. Some of these guys out here, some of these women don't care about you. They want that money. Some of y'all, listen to me. Some of y'all, they want your money. They want your money. Some of them, they waiting for you to fall out dead. Ooh, I can get their money. I can get their money. I'm telling you, be surprised. Who waiting for you? I'm telling you. I got to keep it real with y'all. See, I love the joke. I love the laugh. But I'm going to be honest with you. You got to be real with people. But like I said, nothing wrong with you being celibate. I'd rather tell y'all I was celibate for 2 years and a half. And God gave me my husband, which is my first love. He brought my first love back to me, which was Andrew, Father. And all I'm saying to you is this. You pray and you ask God. You dating, listen to me, some of y'all dating, You want to know if that person is right for you, you pray and ask God. I promise you, I'm not a liar. If you want to know if that man for you, if you want to know if that woman for you, God will tell you. Stop looking at the lust and look at the heart. Stop looking at the fornication. Because let me tell you, fornication ain't going to help you. You can have sex all day, all night. It ain't going to help you. You drop out dead. I'm telling you. Stay with God and wait on God. God has somebody special for you. You ain't got to drop your drawers to be with nobody. I'm being real with you. You ain't got to do all that. I ain't got to be nasty to be with you. If I got to do all that, this ain't going to work. You got to make some sacrifices. And if I got to do all this, we can't be together. I love you, but I love God more. You got to let that man know, I love you. I love you, baby. But look, you keep your pants on. We're going to need some prayer. And let me tell you, ain't nothing wrong with you going to your pastor and tell your pastor, look, I need prayer. I want to keep myself until I get married. That's what I did. I prayed. I said, Lord, I want to keep myself and wait till I get married. Out here just having sex and doing things you shouldn't be doing. That's how you get spirits on you. That's how you get attacked. You wonder why you can't sleep. You wonder why you having all these dreams about people coming to kill you and do all this because you allowing spirits to come in you. When you having sex with people, you allowing their spirit to come into you. That's why you need to wait on God and say, Lord, help me to keep myself. And watch what God do. God will give you a king. He will give you a queen that will love you. They will love you for who you are. They will love you. They will build you up. They will save money with you. Next thing you know, y'all got married. You got a house, you got a car, you got everything. Got kids, got everything. You ain't got to drop low for nobody. Stay where you're at. If I got to do all this to be with you, this ain't meant to be. You got to learn how to make some sacrifice. If you love Jesus, be obedient. I promise y'all. If you be obedient, God will bless you. If you keep on being disobedient, you ain't going to eat the good of the land. You going to suffer. I'm telling you this. Leave that cigarette alone. Leave that man alone. If he wants you to do all this stuff, listen to me. You ain't got to do that. I'd rather stay with God than being a fool for you. I'm telling you, pray, pray. Y'all got to start praying over yourself and start lifting yourself up. Stop asking people to pray for you. Pray for yourself. I tell people this all the time. The biggest thing I ever did in my life was pray for myself. When my pastor told me, he said, look, I know you having dreams and visions. I know God dealing with you, but I need you to start praying and fasting for yourself. Because sometimes you're going to be in a season when you walking by yourself. I'm telling y'all, but this may scare some of y'all, but listen. You're going to walk in seasons where you're going to have to be by yourself. You can't ask no pastor to pray for you. You can't ask people to pray for you. You got to learn how to pray for yourself. Learn how to fast for yourself. Learn how to seek the Lord by yourself. I promise you, when you put God first, everything in your life, everything will add up. So I love you. I want to say continue to be encouraged. Walk with God. Be with God. Continue to spread the gospel. Continue to spread the truth. And stop making excuses. You made a mistake, get up. Make some changes. Don't sit in that mistake. You're pregnant, get up. Take care of your responsibility. You laid down, you made a mess, get up. Don't stay in the mess. Don't stay down. Get up and do better. And stop hiding things. You hiding things, you need to pray. Don't need to hide. When you with God, you reveal that stuff to God and God will tell you what to do. Stop hiding and give it to the Lord. Pray, fast. Submit yourself to the Lord and God will help you to get out of that darkness. So I want to say I love you all. Be encouraged. Stay prayed up. Stay focused. Stay consistent. And keep praying. Praying and fasting is the key. Read Matthew 6:6. Stay in the Word. Read Matthews and stay in there. and watch what God do. Read Psalms, Proverbs. Okay? So you be encouraged. Keep your eyes on God and stay focused. May God continue to bless you and keep you. I love you all. Be encouraged. Stay focused and put God first. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Don't give up, but pray about all things. Take care of yourself.